Today we are going to go through the garden and I'm going to show you exactly what you can use to either fertilize your garden or use from your garden and contribute back. So the one way you can fertilize your garden is with a plant called comfrey. Over here you can see some that is growing in the ground. So I was gifted a pot plant of comfrey by Ali from next chapter Homestead, and it had about 2 leaves on it. Took it into my hothouse because it was during winter time and it literally doubled. So I had it sitting over here in spring summer. It literally quadrupled in size. I made beautiful fertilizer for the garden and it grew through the pot into the ground. So now I've got comfrey in the ground. But as I say, winter's approaching. This little fella is not going to make it. I'm going to harvest it and I'm going to show you guys exactly what to do to make some nice fertilizer for your garden. See, this is the comfrey I've been able to harvest, and from a pot it grew through the pot and decided to root itself in the ground. So comfrey is a plant that can overtake a space, so that's why we keep it in pots. But this one I'll just leave because it's just this little area with the banana plant that's grown in here. I need to actually cut the offshoots of the banana plant. This comfrey can just roam here, but you'll see come spring it will absolutely take over. So I've got my comfrey that I have chopped down, and all I'm going to do is break it and put it in this 10 liters of water. That is how we can use this water to fertilize the garden. Another way you can fertilize your garden is coffee grounds. Another way you can fertilize your garden is worm tea. So this is worm tea, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So kitchen scraps, we get quite a lot of kitchen scraps every week, and feed it to the red regular worms. The leftover goes into the compost bin. So if I open this, if the worms are on the top, it means they are active and they want food. Not as active as the last time. You can see the red regular worms. So these cardboard, nice and soft. I'm going to break the cardboard up for them. They're all at the top because they're looking for food. It's time to feed these guys, so let's do it. Still a baby. I've got some banana, zucchini and egg shells in here that I'm just going to add there. Also got some So this is what I do, so I just bring that and just move it across. You'll see that the worms all come to the top and start eating this. I get this amazing tea fertilizer from the worms. This is literally gold. And what you actually would do is that you would put it in another 2-liter container, or in our case we put it in our drum. We'll put a whole one like this in a huge drum, and that would be great to fertilize the garden. But if you only got 2-liter bottles like this, you would put about that much of this pure worm fertilizer, top it up with water, and you're ready to go. So let's go and put this in a 2-liter bottle. You'll see over here that I have already got some fertilizer from the last collection. This one, however, is pure worm tea. It's exactly what we've just gone and taken from the worm farm, and this needs to be diluted, but we don't need to use that right now. What we need to do is find another 2-liter bottle to store that in. And as I was saying, is that we could use this whole bottle. If you come with me through the berry alley here, this drum, don't know how many liters it is, but it's connected to our laundry room drain. When it rains, rainwater will come in there into this barrel, and we fill this barrel up with a bottle of fertilizer. We have a tap there, so it's off right now. Whenever we need to use it, we are able to. So we actually need to close this. It's very full, so when it does rain, it doesn't overflow and spill out all the fertilizer. Okay guys, this should fill up in the next 2 weeks, but we're going through winter and it'll probably be a little bit slower, but we're still getting fertilizer here. So that is another way you can fertilize your garden. Another great fertilizer for your garden is, if you zoom in very closely here and you remove the leaves, this is where my bunnies like to do their droppings. So it's natural, and in the homestead world, this is absolute pure gold. And another great fertilizer you can use for your garden is your chicken manure. So this is our compost bin, and right now we're going through autumn, hence all the leaves just falling from this tree. It will eventually lose all its leaves, which is another bonus. The whole ground will be covered in leaves. Great insulation for the back garden here. Area does get more sun during winter, which is fantastic, because in summer, when the tree gets its leaves all back, it is a shady area in summer for the animals. It gets really hot in summer in South Africa. So winter, the sun hits here, animals love it. In summer, nice and shady in the hot seasons, but all the leaves then will be picked up, put into bags to decompose, and this is already filled. Over here you'll see that it's been breaking down for a while, food scraps, and this is maybe probably a month that I've not emptied this. So you can see I've put the rabbit droppings there, and I'm just going to add some food scraps to that. That is great fertilizer, just sitting here for the rest of autumn and winter, and then we'll be able to dig this all out when summer arrives and top up the herb boxes. We've got eggs from our chickens. We just wash them out, let them dry, and then grind them finely to a powder. So this could be used in your garden. It could be used feeding your chickens, your quails, your birds. It's great calcium. But don't throw away your eggs. It can be used. Another way to use your scraps as fertilizer is banana peels. So we're going to go and put these banana peels in some water and let that ferment. You are able to then use the water from that to fertilize some plants. Here I took all the bananas that we had, banana peels. I've already fed some to the red wriggler worms, kept some over to make some banana water fertilizer. And this is the banana peels that we are fermenting. Banana peels are very useful, and over here it's a beautiful banana fertilizer tea that I've made. And all we do is that we can take all that water out, drain it, and just start using it for your flowers, your plants, your veggies. I'm going to leave that for another few days. Obviously there's just so much more that you can use in your garden to fertilize it and to use as compost, but these are just a list of what I use at the homestead. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, follow for more, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video.